Unless you already know what it is, Inky got his back. We're finna watch some most brutally beyond scared straight moments. But I know. Y'all probably asking. Why did you think we're gonna be dead? Yeah, I tried, so but it's scared. No one even watches this channel. No one has seen these videos but me, myself. It doesn't even matter, so let's get into it.
When I slap your sister, what you gonna do?
Oh my god.
With unruly and disrespectful kids.
I'll you up, man. I'll you up quick.
I just restarted the video.
When I slap your sister, what you gonna do?
With unruly and disrespectful kids, there is no reason to show mercy if they will make them change. Showing them the harshness of what's in it for them if they end up in prison, the inmates give them a taste of what is to come if they don't get their act straight.
Taking your freedom away. We take your identity at the door, and you don't get it back until you've done your time.
At this age, a warped sense of freedom is what these kids have. But there is freedom, and then there is jail. Would knowing what's behind those bars help them make the right choices to protect their freedom?
Quit being a crybaby. I've been arrested twice. My charges have been armed burglary, and 2 counts of grand theft. I've stolen 2 guns. I just opened the truck door and there was a gun in there and I just took it.
I shouldn't be scared of my own kid, but I am. Sometimes Anthony makes me feel like he'll tell me he don't freaking have to do anything I tell him to do. He'll do it.
Being scared of your kid is tough. He isn't even 16.
Burglary.
Nah, because me personally, I'm not going to be scared of my own child. That's just me, though. That's just me.
I am. Sometimes Anthony makes me feel like he'll tell me he don't freaking have to do anything I tell him to do. He'll do it.
Being scared of your kid is tough. He isn't even 16. Anthony thinks being tough is cool. Why else would he be proud of stealing 2 guns and being arrested twice before he was 15? That's what the program is for, to correct such mindsets.
I think Alyssa has fallen on her brother's footsteps. Just the other day, she was trying to punch me in the face. Alyssa will go to as far as throwing stuff at me. She hit me.
Now we understand why they got sent to the program.
She is lucky her mom ain't blood. She would have got slapped so hard across her face, she would have started hallucinating. She over there tripping.
At 12, Alyssa's even worse than her brother. Tonio might have been scared Anthony would hit her. Alyssa's already done it. As they say, what a man can do, a woman can do better.
Why are you here today?
Being disrespectful.
Disrespecting your mom.
He's a grown man. Smack him.
Go ahead.
Smack him.
Smack me around like you smacked your mom this morning. She takes care of you no matter what. Puts a roof over your head, buys that clothes you got on.
You know, I already know. He got smacked so hard, he started doing backflips. Like, there's no way he ain't get punished.
And you're gonna hit her? Hey, with you,
mama.
If Willie is proud of domestic violence and hitting his mom at 13, imagine when he's in his 20s and has a girlfriend. He seems like a good kid. The truth hits hard, so he's in tears at what the officer tells him. Maybe there's hope for him yet.
Who's son?
Are you Anthony? Your sister's following your footsteps? Why? This is a joke?
Soft fat.
I'm in here. This ain't no joke.
I got armed burglary.
So you stole guns? You stole guns. You know what would happen if you're 16? You'd be facing 10 years, minimum.
You need a gun for it. When if you came in here, boy, trying to steal a bitch will you up.
My nickname is Lil Ray. I'm 18 years old and I'm facing life in prison.
The kid gets to meet a few...
Life in prison. 18 years old. Y'all are crazy.
...inmates close to their age who try to shake them up. But it doesn't seem to be working for Anthony and Willie. They can laugh now because it doesn't feel real. But the day is still young just as they are. There could be changes at any time.
Sweet, bro. We gotta share small and silver. It stink.
No privacy in this bitch. You gotta get in from another. You know.
You gotta get told when to wake up, when to go to sleep. All that.
Showing the boys their sleeping quarters seems like a smart move. They are welcome to see the inmates' reality if they still think this is a game. All the things they take for granted at home are a luxury in jail, and they should know that early on to make informed life decisions.
This ain't a game. You hit your mama, she a woman. Hit me. Hit me. Yeah. What you in here for?
Armed burglary.
Rape is actually crazy. He said he do that? Like, that's crazy. He's just laughing at her too, even crazier.
There is no sugarcoating the reality of life behind bars. Although Anthony and Willie still thinks it's fun, they are hearing some hard truths.
She's scared. He's over there going crazy.
Things get a little too heated with the inmates, and it's too much for young Alyssa to bear.
You're 14, huh? I like him 14.
Hey, my daddy's gonna beat your ass. You just wait, you little bitch.
Meanwhile,
My dad's gonna be saying this, hey, look. Bruh. He could be your dad. Hey,
her brother still thinks it's a game until the harassment of the inmates gets to him. Threatening them with his daddy shows how young and naive he is, despite his stubbornness. Daddy isn't going to help anyone in jail, except maybe a daddy from prison, if you get my drift.
Your dad can't help you in here.
Your dad's not here. You go in the room with these guys, they're gonna tear you up.
They're 14-year-old boy. Act like it. You're not a man.
The officers impart some hard truths to Anthony. The frustration of his helplessness sinks into him, and tears in his eyes. With all his toughness, he realizes he's a baby compared to those he'll meet in jail if he ever ends up there.
Come sit down.
Sit down.
Alyssa's had enough, but the tour isn't over yet.
And talk to you. They're gonna
Never forget this experience, but would it
to the mic again, like, bro.
be enough to change her? Are the tears a sign of remorse? We would have to find out.
I don't want no one to go in there.
They're just gonna come in and talk to you. They're gonna have restraints on. Calm down. Look at me. Sit her down. Sit her down. Sit down. Sit back down. Sit back down. Just love her.
Get a nurse.
Alyssa is having a panic attack, but Anthony isn't falling for it. Either he knows her too well to know that she might be faking it, or he's not ready to drop the tough guy act and show his sister some love. We're betting it's the latter.
What it is you angry about, dog? And channel your anger into something. I mean, what you trying to prove? You laughing like it's funny.
You think you can fun? Bitch, I got 40 you right now, man.
The maximum security inmates get a chance to be up and personal with the kids. However, they don't just harass them this time, they get to share the little details of their past as a lesson. Words seem to reach Anthony, but Willie still laughs until he gets angry again.
Inner self is purged.
Yes, it is.
I like it. It's mine. The prices blow my mind. I feel so rich. I feel like a billionaire. I'm shopping like a billionaire. I'm shopping like a billionaire. Let's go. I'm shopping like a billionaire. I get it straight from the makers. I'm shopping like a billionaire.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
You hear him? Come on, man. You a coward, bro.
Your A game's not big enough, buddy.
And fix your damn face up. That ain't cool.
That's the thing, Willie. You aren't tough. And the uncompromising attitude is just a cover, so he doesn't look like a coward. He can't do anything. The inmates throw the truth at him, but would he listen and accept it?
Get mad, whatever you want to do. I slap your sister if she was in here. See what you do about it. No, you wouldn't. It's all you, man. Whatever you want to do. These police ain't nothing to me. I don't care about them. I hate them, too. Ain't nothing but time in a hole. Yeah, I'm done with y'all.
Willie's stand seems to have given Anthony some courage, and he could talk back again. Willie receives a threat. He might seem hard now, but an inmate is waiting to square things with him, and he's got the time, since he's serving 40 years. Now Willie has a choice: get his act together, or meet the inmate waiting for him at the maximum security prison.
That's what she needs. Not a bad influence. She needs that. She needs you.
Aw, that's sweet. Anthony's shell just might be starting to break. His reluctance to care or show love for his sister shocked the inmates and the officers. But the hard talk he got from the inmates might just be working. The question is, would the change last?
Next time you think of doing something stupid, think of that.
Alyssa seems completely broken. If anyone is sure to be changing once they leave this prison, it's bound to be Alyssa. It's been a month since the program. Are the kids still following the path to jail, or have they turned over a new leaf? Let's find out.
Getting less fights.
You want to go check out a movie this weekend? The good days with Will, we get together like we supposed to. No one is arguing, no one is fighting. But the bad days with Will is terrible. He gets in the age, he fights, he hits back, and it goes on and on and on. So he hit me, I hit him back. So we were just going at it, and he was like, I hate you, I hate you. So he called the police himself and told the police to come pick him up.
It turns out Willie would instead not meet the inmate waiting for him at the maximum security prison. He's not perfect yet, but it's just been a month. He knows what he has to change and is working towards it. That's progress.
Basically made me want to change.
Before, I couldn't stand to be around Anthony. Now, we are...
Though he acted tough until leaving prison, Anthony's change shocked everyone. He's obedient and helpful at home, and would instead not end up in jail.
The same thing. Alyssa threatened a girl on the bus by saying, I'm gonna beat her up. And Alyssa has been suspended twice from school.
I want my sister Alyssa to do better. Won't listen to what I tell her and tell her that she don't want to go down the path that I went down.
What's even more shocking is that Anthony is the one who warns Alyssa of the path she's headed now. It's a classic example of a student getting better than the teacher. From the jail visit and Alyssa's total breakdown, anyone would have thought she'll be the first one to change. Turns out, it was just a one-time thing. She's back to her old ways with fervor. Now Anthony is the one cautioning her.
I want this little tough right here. You the tough? Who the gangster, huh? What's up, pussy boy? Huh? You think you're You ain't got no number in here. I'll be locked up. You like to test on your ass, huh? You look like
What?
Next up, another set of
They need to actually chill. They need to chill.
kids go through the same briefing session where they get lectured by inmates, but this time things get a little more physical.
Right? Huh? If I stick my foot so far up your ass, you'll be able to taste my damn shoelaces. Straight.
Oh
I like
my
like you. You pretty to me, man. You think it's a game, though, don't you? Yes, you do. You know what I do to tough like you, man? Huh? I sell that boy for Zuzus and Wham Whams.
See this home? I'm gonna treat you like a bitch. You gonna call my chest her whenever I tell you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and this old hoe ass gonna do it Thursday, Fridays. Stand your ass up too.
The inmates let them know what will happen to them if they end up in jail. As fresh meat, they get to serve the older inmates. You can't be acting tough in prison, and the inmates show them that, going as far as asking one of them to comb his chest hair.
If you want free skincare, keep watching.
New subscribers receive up to 6 free skincare products when they...
Grab! Like that man. Grab the comb, dog. You better grab that comb, dog. It's the last time I'm gonna tell you.
Can this...
No, y'all listen. This guy right here, this guy with all them testers and stuff, he a victim in prison. Somebody gotta save him for real.
Toughness evaporates once he realizes the men are ready to beat him up if he doesn't do as they say. Though he still doesn't comb the hair, he got away with it because of the officers. Otherwise, there's only one way to find out. Is the experience enough for Kenneth to change? Or would he be willing to find out what would happen if he doesn't comb a senior inmate's chest hair when asked to?
Eat that sandwich. Eat it.
He got his.
We got thousands of servers that love that sound right now.
Fighting it right
That a fight old sound. Now, right now, you an inmate. Right now, you an inmate. All that damn sounds, man, all right? Eat it.
Next, the officers give the kids a taste of the food in jail and force them to eat it. You must know what the food tastes like on your path and decide if you still want to go.
Grab a sandwich.
Don't eat it, Grandma. Eat. Don't eat that, man.
He gonna do stuff that we asked him to do, and you gonna sit around and tell him not to do it.
You gotta go. Get up, go grab a sandwich.
I'm not your little.
Nobody asked you to be a pick it up. Did I call pick it up? I'm telling you what to do. You don't tell her nothing.
It's your problem now, man.
As the eldest, they let Isaiah know what responsibility is. His attitude and its consequences reflect on his siblings. Though Jeremiah proves challenging and can hold his own, Faith, their sister, is a mess of tears and complies with the officers. Their attitude does not protect her. If anything, it makes things worse for her. But will they realize this?
Pick it up. Pick it up, babe. Pick it up. And go on to the next. No.
Jeremiah tries to prevent
they
Faith from
doing,
eating it,
bruh?
but since she doesn't even try to resist them, he gives up on her. You can't help someone who doesn't help themselves.
Listen, if something happens to her, what are you going to do? If something happens to my brothers, I'd be devastated. And she feels that way about you, too. Stop acting like him over there.
I'm showing it.
You know how many more people? I do care about my
Sorry.
How much? You're not showing.
You sit down. and shut up and listen.
No, you don't like that, do you?
You're not the only one that somebody's abandoned. But they feel the same way because you're going to abandon them by... Your brother, they need you. Because this is what you're losing.
You love your brother?
Yes, sir.
You want to see him dead?
No, sir.
You want to see him in jail?
No, sir.
Stand up.
Give your sister a hug and tell her you're sorry for leading her down the wrong road.
Bro, realize what you got, man. You think you don't want to let go. It's you. That's you.
They all react off what you do.
The officers let Jeremiah and Isaiah know some hard truths. They might be scared and angry because their father left them, but if they continue their path, they'll do the same as their sister and mother. What will be the difference between him and the father he hates so much?
Because the stuff that Darius was doing, he didn't get caught.
Darius is my foster brother.
The reason I started stealing was because Darius was stealing and he was getting away with it.
The officers are used to seeing the older siblings influence the younger ones into deviant behavior. But what happens when the younger sibling affects the older sibling? DeAndre may be older, but Darius is the bad apple among the two, and DeAndre's just trying to belong. But it might land him in jail, and he knows this.
Do what? You better learn how to reach. Move. Get your hands on the wall.
You want to be a man if you want to do something.
We won't even swing back. We even got to swing back. Do it.
Oh, you got your little fist ball
Do
on
it.
too,
Go
huh?
ahead. I dare you.
As the acclaimed joker that he is, Darius tries to be funny and test the officers. He soon realizes it's a bad idea when they all surround him and get up in his face. He realizes he's not as tough as he thinks when guys bigger than him gang up against him.
Get off your knee and do them. We ain't asking you to do
Can't
it.
do
I'm telling you.
push-ups.
Move your knee up there one more time. I'll have you eat this. Louder.
5, 6.
I want your brother now to look over.
I love my mother.
Speak up. Shut up. Get your soft up. They'll break your ass in here.
Darius might have thought no one could make him do anything, but the officers proved him wrong. If he doesn't want to do push-ups himself, they showed him they can make him do it, even if they have to bring him up and then push him back down. So the choice is his. Would he change by himself? Would having go to jail change him?
Yes, sir. You gotta hear.
Ain't no yes, sir.
You know that? That'll get you hurt.
Listen to me, young man. You're now property of the Chester County Jail. Look at me. I need you to understand what I'm talking about.
Shaquille thinks the officers are saying trash. He knows what he's doing, and he enjoys it. It's his life, and no one can tell him what to do. Would this prison experience be a reality check for him?
What's going on, man?
15.
When I found out my little brother was coming to this storm program, I was upset.
Shaquille thought he was cool, and what he did was cool since his cool brothers did it too. But does he still feel that way seeing the reality of what his brothers face in jail? It's one thing to know a brother is in prison. Seeing them and how they live in prison is entirely different. Having a big brother in jail might sound badass, but Shaquille is about to change his mindset now that he's had a taste of how his brother lives in prison.
I know you. Let me see. My mom used to always tell me, my dad was in jail my whole life. He got out when I was 17, was out about 2-3 months, went right back, did 2 more years. My older brother went down the road, 22 years. Me? Ain't gonna say I didn't care, but I made myself not think about it. Hands off your face, young man. Take your hands off your face.
Wiping them tears, let them show.
His mom tells him the same thing, and she still does that morning. Hearing it from his brother again, who is living the reality, must be tough. Would it be enough to change him?
That's his brother? Oh, man. Oh, for real? That's it? That's all that? Well, anyways, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. I'm sorry about that. I'm real sorry about that, y'all. Just skip more, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'll try to cut them out because, you know, I don't want fun. Because I can't download anything on this phone. But you already know. He got out, and I'll see y'all in the next video.